Hello friends, welcome back to the final part of our time value of money concept. In this video, we'll see in detail about the loans and mortgages. You can fit yourself in one of the examples after estimating how much down payments you can afford and other values such as N, I/Y, etc. to find out the mortgage amount you can manage to get from the financial institutions. So let's start. Before getting directly into the topic, let's see, why do we borrow? Why do we require financing? 1. To make big purchases. 2. To fulfill business needs. 3. To afford to buy a house. That's to bridge the gap between the purchase price and the available down payment. And finally, to invest. Now, let's start looking into the loans concept. In the first example, Ella wants to borrow $5,000 from the bank today and agrees to pay it off in equal annual installments over the next 5 years. The bank charges an annual interest rate of 12%. Ella wants to know the dollar value of each annual installment. So, here goes the calculation. Your 5 is your N, 12 is I/Y, 5,000 is your present value. Compute PMT. Yes. So the PMT is $1,387.05. Therefore, Ella must pay annual installments of $1,387.05. Now, as a continuation to the above example, Ella decides to take the loan offered by the bank, but after 2 years, she decides to pay it off. So, how much will she have to pay at that time? So, to calculate the final payment, you must find the present value of the remaining 3 payments. So, the calculation is 3 is your N, 12 is I/Y, the periodic payments is $1,387.05. Compute the present value. Yes. So, the present value is $3331.46. Therefore, it will cost Ella $3,331.46 to pay off the remaining loan at the end of the second year. We are not yet done with Ella. Ella now comes back and tells you that a competing bank is offering her the same loan amount of $5,000 with annual installments of $1,527 over the same 5-year period. She wants to know what interest rate the competing bank is charging. So how will you calculate the interest rate? 5 is your N, 1527 is your PMT, 5,000 is the present value, compute I/Y. And 15.99 is displayed. Therefore, the competing bank is quoting a rate of 16%. Now we'll see the next concept, mortgages. So let's see the common but the most important concepts in mortgages. As we very well know, mortgage payments are typically paid every month, but mortgage rates are compounded semi-annually. For this reason, the interest factor must be adjusted in calculations. Therefore, the first step is to find the mortgage interest factor MIF. This can be done by 2 methods. First is using the formula. So this is the formula. And the second is by using the calculators. So since we are using the calculators, let's see what to do. So take the calculator, first type 2 because the frequency of compounding is semi-annual. Therefore, F equals 2. Then press the XY button. Now enter the stated nominal rate or the QAR value. Finally, press second F and then press the EFF button. Now a numerical value is displayed, which is your EAR, the effective annual rate. Now in the second step, we find the annual percentage rate APR. Type 12, press the XY button, enter the EAR value that we got above. Now press second F and then press the APR button this time. Now a numerical value is displayed, which is your APR. So by dividing the APR value by 12, you get the long awaited mortgage interest factor. That's your MIF. Let's now see a fresh example. Ravi and Sabina are a married couple interested in buying a house. With their budget, they can afford payments of about $2,000 per month. Their bank has offered them a mortgage at an annual rate of 8.5%. So, what size mortgage can Ravi and Sabina afford? The first step is to find the mortgage interest factor. This can be done by using the formula or by using the calculator. Let's see both the methods now. When using the formula, first divide 8.50 by 2 and then add 1 to the result. Now raise the answer to 2 divided by 12 and you would obtain a value of 1.00696. Now subtract 1 to that value. Therefore, the mortgage interest factor is 0.006961. Now let's see how it works when we use the calculator. Type 2, then press the XY button, enter 8.5, which is your R. Now press second F and then press the EFF button. 8.6806 is displayed and this is the EAR, the effective annual rate. Now type 12. Then press XY button. Enter the EAR value, which is 8.6806. Now press the second F button and then press APR button. Now 8.3533 is displayed, which is the APR. Dividing that value by 12 will give us our mortgage interest factor, which we can use it as our I/Y value in the step 2. Therefore, 8.3533 divided by 12 equals 0.6961. Now let's go to the step 2. Here you have to find the present value using the MIF value. N is 25 times 12, which is 300. I/Y is 0.6961. Your periodic payment is minus 2000. Compute the present value. The present value displays $251,457.35. Therefore, the couple can afford a mortgage of just over $250,000. To get a clear idea, we'll see another example. Noah wants to buy a new house with a mortgage of $200,000 and wants to know how this will affect his monthly budget. The mortgage rate quoted by Noah's bank is 8%. So the step 1, we find the MIF. Take the calculator, type 2, which is the frequency of compounding. Then press the XY button. Now enter 8, which is the QAR. Again press second F button and then press EFF button. Now the value 8.16 is displayed and this is your EAR. Then type 12. Press the XY button again. Enter the EAR value, which is 8.16, to get your APR value. So how do you get your APR value? Press second F and then press the APR key. So now 7.8698 is displayed. Divide that value by 12 to get your MIF. Therefore, in our case, 7.8698 divided by 12 equals 0.65582. Now in step 2, find the present value using the above found MIF value. Now your N equals 25 times 12, which is 300. I/Y is 0.655819. Your present value is 200,000. Now compute the PMT. It displays 1526.43. Therefore, Noah's monthly payments are $1526.43. Now let's see the final example. Chen wants to buy a house using a $50,000 down payment. His family budget can support payments of about $2,000 per month and the bank will give him a 25-year mortgage at 3.5%. So what's this client's price limit? The first step, as we already know, find the MIF. So this is how you find the MIF. Type 2, then press the XY button, enter 3.5, again press the second F button and then the EFF button. So you would get a value of 3.5306. Then type 12, again press the XY button, enter the above gotten value 3.5306, then press second F and then the APR button. Now a value is displayed which is 3.4747. So divide this value by 12 to get your MIF. So your MIF here is 0.2895. In the step 2, find the present value using the above found MIF value. So 25 times 12 equals 300 is your N, 0.2895 is your I/Y, minus 2000 is your PMT. Compute the present value, which displays 400,584.79. Therefore, Sheng can afford a mortgage of around $400,000.